like it's Miley. You've got no notes here. I can't believe that. You're going to do this blind. You're running into this blind? Get off my notes.
I'm gonna look at your
you can't look at my notes. Shit. I prepared like a goddamn adult.
I've got the schedule up.
I guess we're ready then. Hey folks, welcome to Culture Jacks. You're here with Dustin and Anthonie. Tonight on the show, we're talking about E3 2018. So get your headphones on. You're about to get jacked.
What's going on, guys? So we have E3 coming up here in the next, well, by the time this comes out, probably the week of or darn close. So
we're recording a special episode of Culture Jack. These are what we're referring to as the current Culture episodes, where we record an episode and then very shortly thereafter release it. Normally we have some lead time from the time we record the episodes to the time you actually they float into your little ear canals. So we're our first current Culture episode is about E3 2018. So we're going to record this, and then a week later you'll be able to listen to it.
So first and foremost, thank you guys for tuning in. And we've got E3 starting Saturday, June 9th. That's the official start of the press conferences. So we're going to just talk about some of the stuff we're excited about. I guess we'll just start off with the schedule and talk through that, and then talk through some rumors and everything else.
Okay, you go ahead, rattle off that schedule, and then I'm going to tell my story about the schedule.
Absolutely. Okay, so E3 2018 press conference schedule. If you guys are going or watching it, well, most of you will be probably watching it online like the rest of us.
I'm going.
Yes, and we got such a good story to tell. It's of epic proportion. But so it kicks off Saturday, June 9th. EA Arts, so Electronic Arts, which is 11 a.m. Pacific time and then 2 p.m. Eastern time. Sunday starts off, which is June 10th, with the Microsoft, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. Bethesda, as we already know, if you haven't seen that commercial for the
new trailer for Fallout 76.
Yep. So, and they've already officially announced that is what they're going to be talking about in Rage 3. So, or Rage 2, excuse me. So, no Easter eggs, no nothing hidden at this moment, anyways. The next one is Devolver Digital. I'm not sure what that is.
I'm not familiar with that one either.
8 p.m. and 11 p.m. So they're running late, but they are on pretty much the grandstand because it looks like day 2 is going to be the grandstand with all those guys. Monday, June 11th, you have Square Enix, which is, they're known for Final Fantasy, of course.
Final Fantasy Remake. I hope we see something from them.
And they also have other games too, but their mothership is Final Fantasy, of course. That's 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. And then you have Ubisoft, which could be just about anything, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. PC Gaming Show, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. And then Sony has their release 6 p.m. and 9 p.m., depending on which side of the United States you're on. And Tuesday, so this is kind of interesting because Nintendo's been kind of not a huge part of E3.
This Tuesday the 11th?
Tuesday, June 12th.
The 12th, gotcha.
Is Nintendo by themselves. They're the closer. So 9 a.m. Pacific time or 12 p.m. Eastern time. And they're going to close out the press conference.
They're batting cleanup on this one.
Yeah, good and bad, right? To me, historically speaking, I always start day 1 with E3, watching it on my Xbox.
They put their best foot forward usually, typically.
Day 1 and day 2 has always been like the premieres that, seconds afterward, I don't understand how it's freaking possible. There's 85,000 YouTube videos in which we all consume.
Sure.
Based on what was just played on the television.
Those guys had to have been making them like earlier.
Loading
and
them,
then
you think so?
Well, maybe not.
They talked through them. Like, there's guys.
Maybe not loading them.
Well, hold on, because we watched a video, and I got to give it. It was pretty impressive the detail that those two gentlemen went through on that trailer, and it was out 4 hours.
Oh, the announcement. Yeah.
I mean, we watched a Fallout 76 trailer. It had been out for 4 hours, and I don't even know how long that video had been out at that point. Maybe an hour, I think. So these guys, within a 3-hour time period, shot a fairly well done video. They green screened it, played it behind, so they had to have been running off a monitor. Talked about all their little Easter eggs they thought of. Put their little graphics in and uploaded it. That's a pretty quick turnaround time.
If I was going to make a video like that, it would take about 4 hours with my home internet to upload itself. Like that's all upload time for me, man. I would have no time to edit it at all.
So E3 this year, 2018, it's a special year, and Dustin's going. So
I'm going.
There's a pretty funny story.
So let me tell you my story about E3. So I've watched E3 for the past few years. You know, I watch the showcases, and I'm like, this is where they make the big announcements, and here's the cool stuff that's going on. And then my wife, oh, what a darling woman she is. She bought us gamer passes to E3, and we're going to E3, and Anthony here, he kept asking me, hey man, what's your schedule? What are you going to go see? What's on the docket? And I said, hey, don't worry. My wife's got this taken care of. Not a problem. She's taking care of all of it. I don't know yet. I don't care because she's got it under control. And so here we are today after this Bethesda reveal with Fallout 76. And we go, well, when is the showcase for Bethesda? So we can really see what this game is about. And I can make it to this one. And we start looking and we're like, wait a second. The showcase for Bethesda is on, what was it, the 10th?
Yeah, June 10th.
It was on the 10th. E3 doesn't even start until the 12th. How am I supposed to make it to this? Do I even have a ticket to this show? And we looked up the showcase. So what I had all these years thought of as E3 is just these showcases, these announcements. If you know what you're talking about and you're listening to this, you're probably thinking, oh my God, this guy's a real idiot. But I didn't even put together that it was just the expo, and you didn't get to go to any of the showcases unless you had months prior, probably.
But to I guess inflate this a little bit, we have multiple other people that we know of that are going.
Yeah, I got some pals that are going too.
That also thought, because well, here's the deal too, right? Here's the funny part about this.
It's only been open to the public for 2 years though, so forgive me my ignorance.
Well, right, but the only thing we saw, because I've been watching E3 for years,
is the showcase.
Is the showcase.
Yeah.
So you naturally think that, hey, I get to go watch these announcements, which is cool, right, in its own right. So to think anything different, who's to tell that, right? Like, so I'll give you some credit there. It was a really funny way as it unfolded, because we start looking at this thing, and you could tell we're both confused. We're both trying to figure out, like, is it at a different place? What is going on? And we go back and forth, and we're going through the internet, and we dissolved the issue within 5 minutes or less.
So I'll be there in Los Angeles, moments away from this showcase where it's happening, but I will be watching it on the same internet that you're watching it on.
Right.
And that's really funny.
Unless
I break in?
No, not unless you break in.
Oh.
One of two things. We're going to release this early, so by some miracle, if someone has an extra press pass, make sure and hit us on the Twitter. Hit us on the Twitter hashtag.
Yeah,
CultureJacked.
At CultureJacked, E3 hashtag E3 confusion, and you give us that extra press pass, because this is our second podcast that we'll have released by this point, and that basically makes us the press. I mean, it really does. I'm going down there representing CultureJacked.
Absolutely.
As an individual.
Without question, and I think with that level that you're going to bring with, you may not even need a press pass.
Yeah, they'll know me. They'll just be like, oh.
Good call.
Mr. CultureJacked, come on in here.
Good call. I think, so that's kind of the funny story. More to come on that, and then not to plug anything, but Dustin is going to be shooting video down there, so it'll be a great experience. It's a first for him to be in any major event, so And you'll actually be participating in the activities at the Expo Center. That's what he got his 3-day pass for, and I'm sure we'll have a kind of a closeout Culture Jacked or recap on how that was too. So some exciting stuff. So we talked about the press schedule. Let's talk about rumors.
What we expect to see.
Yeah, what we'd like to see.
What we'd like to see, yeah, for sure.
Because there's obviously quite a few big names coming out the front here. And then, of course, there is... Those are all the majors, and then there'll be a bunch of minors thrown in between, generally speaking. And then normally, and in this showcase, I'm not seeing it. Maybe it'll be showing at the event itself,
Yes.
That's the indie game, so.
So I was one of the two of us that prepared for this podcast here. So I did a little research, and I looked up some rumors and some expected games that were coming out, and these are in no particular baskets. They're not. I'm not going to say this is the Ubisoft games. These are just games that I've heard of, and I missed some. I know I did because there's going to be a lot of games this year, and so some of the ones that I saw, just there's going to be a rumor of a new Gears of War game, Gears of War 5. There's going to be rumor.
Hold on, if it's like Gears of War, did you play Phantom?
Phantom.
Yeah, the last Gears. Oh no, not Gears of War.
Gears of Metal Gear Solid.
I don't know why I thought that. As soon as you said that, I was thinking, oh shit, because that game was epic.
Yeah, Solid Snake was in. Yeah. I never played that one, but I did just get it this last month on
Games for Gold.
Games with Gold. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fun game. So you said Gears of War.
Gears of War 5.
I don't know, man. Like, I was a Gears fan for a long time, and then it was just like they didn't really innovate.
I mean, how can you improve on perfection, though?
Well, yeah, but it's not, because if you're playing like a Titanfall to where your mobility and all of this other stuff is going on, I don't know. We'll see what they do. I'm interested to see what they do.
I am as well. Gears of War 4. Gears of 4. Why didn't they call it Gears of 4?
I don't know. That's a good call. That's a good question. That's Gears of 4.
Who makes Gears? Is Rare? No, it's not Rare.
Rare.
They make Donkey Kong.
They make it. Yeah, I don't even know if they make it.
It's like idbox or some game.
No, I can't remember who it is, but let's keep going.
Whoever it is, call me.
Hashtag Culture Jacked. We'll come up with a name for part 5.
Hashtag Gears of 4.
Gears of 6.
The new Assassin's Creed game. I haven't played the most current Assassin's Creed game, so I'm not super excited about this. One game that you're going to be excited about. What?
Let's talk about Assassin's Creed for just a second.
Okay.
Because I was on the Assassin's Creed.
You were on the boat.
The boat for a while, because their games are freaking fun.
They are fun.
God, man, these guys, they got it right. They got it. Where I fell off the boat with those guys, and my interest started to kind of dissolve.
The Fassbender movie, wasn't it?
No, I saw that in theater. I definitely thought they could. I thought it was okay. The way they shot it was really weird. It was just weird how they shot it. But where I started to lose it with Assassin's Creed was, good God, man. Once a freaking year, are you seriously dropping games that often? Because
it's like Call of Duty. It's any of these other ones.
Let's do something epic, and I'm like, I don't know, because I love the story. I love the story of it.
It's kind of cool. You got that stuff in your DNA. You're going back to your ancestors. It's pretty neat.
And the way it's set up is good. I just feel it's like slow your roll. Pull the punches a little bit. Let's build something here, guys. At least that's how I feel.
They're fun games, and I'm not a history buff, but I can imagine if you are a history buff, the Assassin's Creed games are really kind of your style, because they've got a lot of history, a lot of historical places and people injected into them. Next one is Forza Horizons 4.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me, and unfortunately, and
you're a big Forza fan.
I am, and I love Horizon, and I got to start playing games because I bought the legendary pack for the last one. But again. And I am a big Forza Horizon guy, because I have every Forza Horizon, Forza regular, or whatever, and they're doing the yearly shit too, and I'm like, come on. well, I mean, and there's some licensing stuff. I won't go into too much with that. They finally got licensing for Porsche, which is huge. Porsche finally gave full licensing rights. No big game has had full licensing rights to Porsche.
They're pretty games, man.
Oh, they're beautiful, and I enjoy them. I really do. I was actually playing Forza, the last Forza that came out recently, but and then they lost the rights to Toyota. So I'm hoping that there's not going to turn into this like bullshit battle for car brands and stuff. It's like just leave it open to everybody, let everybody get the rights, so you can enjoy what it is you want to drive. So.
Gotcha.
But I'm excited to see what they do with it. The last one is fun. Horizon's more fun arcadey. Forza regular is more simulator style.
Oh,
if you're
gotcha.
Just interested in what that is. So.
Gotcha.
Two completely different animals. Hey, you're not a huge car guy, but right. I would imagine that you would have fun playing Horizon. Because again, I mean, you get the funner challenges. It's open world. You can just rip around with your buddy, and there's a lot of goofy things that you can do.
So, on a scale of Ridge Racer to real life, where does Forza Horizons fall?
For realism, I mean, it's pretty high. It's
pretty good?
Yeah, it's really good. It's not simulator, but it's more off-roady, run around. It's not like, hey, we're going to the Nuremberg Ring in Germany, and you're going to run this lap. We're going to run this. We're going to run that. It's not as simulator.
Do you remember San Francisco Rush?
Yes,
you could jump that school bus. That's my kind of racing game. All right, I'm gonna rattle off a couple of them here, and then just afterwards, just talk about ones that pop to you. Rage 2, Splinter Cell, Fallout 76, and then a new Star Fox game is rumored.
You just lumped like some big games together.
Talk about the ones that you're stoked about.
All right. I'd like to see what they did with Rage 2. I bought Rage 1 thinking I was like getting something special. To me, it was a pile of shit.
I thought there were a lot of cool kind of mechanics in that game.
There was. It just the game was kind of shitty.
It was like Bulletstorm. Did you ever play Bulletstorm? I mean, it was kind of the same,
which was also
same
shitty.
style. Yeah, I know, but there was a lot of cool mechanics. I was
so excited for Bulletstorm 2. But we'll see. No, but I'll see what they do with Rage 2. Maybe they said, you know what, we got to fix this shit. Because it was so goofy and like
Rage 1 had John Goodman in it.
Yeah. It also had a lot of other weird things. Obviously, the big one, I think, for both of us.
Oh, yeah.
Is Star Fox. I'm joking. Clearly, Star Fox. No, it's Fallout 76.
Fallout 76.
That's what led us through.
We saw the trailer today.
Earlier in the day.
Ruined my E3 experience.
I know. We've talked about this quite a bit offline. To me, I don't want to speculate too much until it's 10 days away.
Oh, and speculations are already running rampant.
I know, and the big one to me, and I think to you too, is it online? Is it single player?
Is it an Elder Scrolls Online type game in the Fallout universe? And if the answer is yes, then the answer for both of us, I'm just going to speak for you as well, is a resounding no. I'm not going to get that game if it is a Elder Scrolls Online style game. That's the big rumor. I could go for a co-op Fallout experience. I think that'd be fun. Of course, I had fun with the other games, man. So if it ain't broke,
don't fix that, man. I think the gaming mechanics. Even with. I mean, I played and still have the discs. Fallout 1, Fallout 2. I love those games. 3 came out, mind blowing. 4, incredible. Vegas, incredible. Why? And that's us assuming that they made changes. There's a lot of speculation.
We'll have to wait, really.
We will. I mean, I don't want to put. I don't want to say that they did this or that, but Bethesda's known for jerking or making these knee-jerk reactions and wanting to do stuff, I think, to help grow them. Mm-hmm. When you look at Elder Scrolls Online, and it was or Skyrim Online, because every freaking medieval game they make now is as medieval fantasy as Skyrim.
They just got to port it to everything first.
Yeah. So why though? It's like Fallout 4 did incredible. Fallout Shelter's done incredible. Don't fuck with it, man. Leave it alone. Mm-hmm. Tell us a new story, sure, or tell us it's obviously set. I mean, I think they got that right. The video we watched earlier. More than likely, it's sent 20 years after the bomb, so they're the first ones out. So that makes sense. Okay, cool. Which is a new experience too, right? So everything's not going to be evolved.
Well, we were talking about how cool it would be because in all the other Fallout games, you already see how society's kind of rebuilding itself, and people are getting settlements together, and they're living under tarps and in these makeshift shacks and things like that. Where in this game, we could very well be wandering into the right immediate post-nuclear devastation of whatever world we're looking at. So that'll be kind of cool. If it is a style of game that we like to play, and not an Elder Scrolls Online style.
Right. I'm hoping. I really am. I'm hoping that maybe they reskinned Fallout 4 and reskinned it, tooled it up a little bit, and then obviously tell a new story. I'll pay the money.
The mechanics in 4 were great.
Yeah, it's great. Just retell the story, tool it up, tune it up a little bit. Fucking give me the game. I'm paying you $60. Let's go. Let's separate. And I'm happy. You're happy. Well, let's go.
We'll go our separate ways.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, I'll list off a couple more games here. Metroid Prime, Donkey Kong Country, new Donkey Kong Country, and Cyberpunk 2077 by CD Projekt Red. Any of those pop out to you? Stand out?
Yeah. Did you say Mega Man?
No. Metroid Prime.
Oh, Metroid. I'd be interested.
There is a new Mega Man game, though, supposed to be coming out sometime soon.
Mega Man was legit. I like Mega Man. I'd like to see what they did with Metroid. I mean, I'm always interested. For that one, what was...
Donkey Kong and Cyberpunk.
Oh, Cyberpunk. Yeah, so Cyberpunk, I'm interested in. My only concern with that game, as it has been with other developers, it's not exclusive to CD Projekt Red, is one of those deals, right? So Cyberpunk was released, 5 years ago now? The first clip, the trailer.
Oh, yeah. The gal on the ground with the bullets
which was
off
like
of
this
her.
epic thing, awesome, or 4 years ago or whatever. And it's one of those ones where it's been in development forever. We haven't seen a lot.
These are the guys that did The Witcher, right?
Yeah, so yes. So traditionally, when you see that, we haven't seen very many games succeed or have high succession because the age in the development, unless it was intentional. Because we got footage from 5 years ago. Generally, we don't get footage. You get rumors and all this shit. So I don't know. And their expectations, man. Witcher 3 was epic.
Did you beat it?
No.
I didn't beat it either.
Yeah, I got to get back on and play. But that was an epic game, dude. Like, the mechanics were good. The story was good.
The text was too small for me, though.
Oh.
I needed to cover about half the screen so my old eyes could see it.
Yeah, the text didn't bother me. I mean, it was a very enjoyable game, and man, does that set a very high expectation for Cyberpunk, as it should, though. I mean, that's the thing with this Bethesda deal that pisses me off. It's like, CD Projekt Red, don't fucking back down, dude. Step up.
Right.
And say, you know what? Here we are, boys. This is what Cyberpunk's going to be.
Right.
And it better be badass. This Bethesda deal with this Fallout 76, I think, is bullshit if they're going to cut us short and try to do a cash grab.
Well, they're getting a lot of your ire for something they haven't really told us a lot about yet.
So we'll see, though.
All right, okay. All right, a couple more games here. Kingdom Hearts 3, Borderlands 3, and a rumor, that Bethesda may release or some early footage or tease a new IP called Starfield.
Yeah.
It's like Fallout in space.
Yep. There's a lot of rumors for Starfield.
So,
and they didn't mention it, so that could be their surprise.
That could be. That could be the little icing on the cake here.
And that wouldn't surprise me. Them doing the Fallout 76, wow, huge, Rage 2, huge. And then right at the very end saying, hey guys, wow, here's this next deal. I mean, their press conference is an hour and a half.
So just based on those three games.
So 90 minutes, 30 minutes a game.
Just based on those three games, if we do say that they do make some kind of announcement relating to Starfield, then my guess would be Fallout 76 this year, Rage 2 next year, and then Starfield 2020. Would that be reasonable to think?
I don't know. Did they already release a Rage 2 trailer?
They did.
They did?
So probably Rage 2.
Rage 2,
76,
Fallout 76,
Starfield.
Starfield, yeah.
That'd be cool, though.
And somewhere in between all of that, another Skyrim.
Another Skyrim, that's right.
I just feel like the year can't be completed without receiving another rendition of the same game.
You go to Victoria's Secret, and there's these new bras on sale, and they've got Skyrim ported to them.
Yep.
I'm really excited for Kingdom Hearts 3. We've been waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3. I know you haven't been waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3, but I've been waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3 for a long time. I love all the characters in it. I love just kind of the mashup of the Disney characters and the Squeenix characters. I mean, it's kind of a match made in heaven, which I remember when the first game came out, everyone was like, "What the hell? This is Tarzan in a square game." It was kind of beyond, but I'm looking forward to it.
And what was the next game?
Borderlands 3.
Oh shoot, I'd like to see that, man. Borderlands is fun.
Borderlands is fun.
Like it's so interesting. Not to try to dive into.
If Fallout 76 fails us, Borderlands 3 is there with our post-apocalypse fix. That's right.
That is right. As long as obviously they keep in the genre and it's real. But what's so interesting though, I wasn't on the Borderlands
bandwagon.
No, I wasn't. I was like, the game looks goofy, and I had the Fallouts and everything to kind of fill the void. And a while ago now, actually, I wouldn't say right after, but after whatever special edition of the last Borderlands 2 or whatever it was called was still fairly big. I got it on some big Steam sale, and I was like, it was cheap, and I bought it for a package.
Like the Handsome Collection?
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. I think that is what it was. Yeah. So I get that, and I load it on my laptop, and I was working, and I was like, all right, well, let me try this game. Man, I cranked the graphics up. I'm like, it looks better than the Xbox game. It's older.
You just had to sneak that into this.
Well, I'm just telling.
PC Master Race piece of shit.
No, I'm just telling you the experience of it, and then I start playing this game. I'm like, holy shit, this goofy fucking game is fun, like super fun. They got it right, is what I'm saying, and it's not, because I can play the shit out of Fallout, and for some reason I don't compare the two.
Oh yeah, they're totally different games.
Yeah, and I'm not talking story arc, but I'm just talking like the games themselves.
Oh sure.
So yeah, you're right. I agree with you 100%. So if Fallout 76 they screw us on that, bring me that.
Give me that Borderlands.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I wrote down these notes in a rush, so I don't remember if this was a confirmed game that we're going to see more of, or if this is a rumor, speculation, that sort of thing.
Well, and as it leads up, so we're the turn tomorrow is a Friday. More information is going to be released starting tomorrow because the countdown's going to start.
Well, tomorrow's a Thursday.
Oh, Thursday then. Or is it no, never mind. Friday. I mean, yeah.
And when
Friday,
you hear this podcast, tomorrow will be a Wednesday.
Yep.
So wherever that finds you in your work week, it's hump day, guys. Yeah. You're halfway through. Keep going.
Let's keep rolling.
Okay. All right. We got 4 other games. Call of Duty Black Ops 4. We saw a trailer drop for that a week or two ago. Battlefield 5 trailer drop for that. Rumored Halo 6 going to drop this E3. And then maybe a little bit more information on Crackdown 3. Any of those games popping to you? Any big thoughts on those?
Yeah, I mean Halo.
Dude, I'll get another Halo game.
Yeah, I'll do that. Looking at the thing, I don't know how long their conference is. Looking at the conference, they have a huge window, so they will be putting in Microsoft.
Is this the Microsoft one?
Yeah, so Microsoft says starts at 1 p.m. ends at 6:30.
Damn.
But they don't. It's not just Microsoft, because Microsoft will go to Turn 10 Design, which is the creator of Forza, and say, "Hey, come in," and then because they're part of the deal. I mean, we could see Rockstar, because I don't see Rockstar on the running. I would hope that Microsoft does. Has them as a special guest for Red Dead Redemption, because we're going to see more, because we've gotten the teasers, we've gotten a little bit of gameplay. They're going to give it to us because they're fucking Rockstar.
They're rock stars.
They are. I mean. Halo 6 would be cool. I think they need it, man. To be honest with you, I think Microsoft Studios and Microsoft themselves need it. I mean, they just released a newer console, the Xbox One X. Mm-hmm. They got to get that title, the game money coming in too. I mean, it's different divisions but the same company. And I'm excited. I mean, like I love Halo. I have since day one. It's time that they reinvent themselves a little bit, and let's see, let's have them kind of stand up. And I hope that I wouldn't say they go a different direction. I like the direction. I like how the platform, or I like the physics, and I like everything about the game. It's like update it, give more control over customization. Finally, in a fucking Halo game, let us customize our guns. Let us customize the suits more than like a helmet and a shoulder pad. Yeah. I mean, I feel that you add a couple of those elements. You got it.
If they release Halo 6, I'll play Halo 6 with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about either the two big kind of yearly annual first-person shooters, the Call of Duty, we got Black Ops 4, and then you got Battlefield 5. Are you interested in either one of those?
Yeah, I mean, I always watch them because I've got, if you look in my Xbox collection, I've got multiple, like almost everything for both of those FPSs, every game they've released. I slowed down on them with this whole yearly release bullshit. I mean, Battlefield hasn't done that. That's why I'll give my hat's off to them there, because I'm not a fan of that. But I've been fans of both of them for a long time. I mean, Hardline was a great game. I got this last Battlefield. That was fun. I got Advanced Warfare. I did skip the Call of Duty. I'll let the E3 conference kind of tell me and kind of guide me on what they're doing, as far as what's new, what's legitimate. If it's too out there, then I'm not going to be interested.
Okay, so just real quick, Crackdown 3 I'm excited for. I played the first Crackdown. I missed the second Crackdown, but man, that one made you feel like a super powered son of a gun, throwing trucks fun around. It was a lot of fun. It was fun. You're jumping and flying around and shit. Every time I hear about Crackdown 3, I remember that I played the first Crackdown, and it brings back, like, I don't remember exactly about anything about the game except, you run around, you jumping, you're shooting around, you're fighting different gangs. Okay, so some PlayStation 4 either predictions or just some more information they're going to show us on these games. Death Stranding, that's the one with Daryl from The Walking Dead, the Hideo Kojima game, and then Spider-Man, the PlayStation 4 exclusive there, and then The Last of Us 2. You got any big opinions on any of those games?
Oh, Last of Us 2, of course, looks fantastic.
The first one was so good.
Yep. So that one, definitely, I'd be interested to see that one. And then I think I saw some footage for the new Spider-Man game. Out of... I wouldn't say Marvel, out of superhero games, Spider-Man games can be fun.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say I'd buy one because we just rambled through a whole crap load of games that I'm interested in.
I know. There's, like I said, there's a lot of good games, or looking like there's going to be a lot of good games this year at E3. On the Switch, the Nintendo Switch, Super Smash Bros. Pokemon Switch RPG is rumored to be coming out this year, and then Fortnite is coming out on Switch. Everyone's a big fan of Fortnite. I guess the mobile game is doing really well too. The mobile Fortnite. I don't know how you'd play a first person. Well, it's not a first person, but a third person over the shoulder shooter.
I don't know, on
a mobile device and just not get entirely frustrated. But I guess there's people out there doing it. Another thing at E3 is everyone thinks that the Nintendo 64 Classic Edition's coming out. They had the NES Classic and they had the SNES Classic, the little tiny console with the little controllers that you could get preloaded with some games on it. What do you think about that?
Oh, it's like an N64?
Yeah, it's like an N64.
No, that's cool. I mean, Nintendo's got to get money somehow. I mean, I get it.
I will buy it if it has Smash Brothers, the original Mario Party, and I think that's it. If it's got Smash Brothers, the original Mario Party.
Easy. You're a sucker.
You think you're going to have both of those?
Oh, yeah. You're going to be buying that shit.
Do you remember playing Mario Party, back when we were little kids.
I will say yes if you don't tell a stupid story, an embarrassing story of a game we played. And we say no.
And we couldn't get you to get that third stick out of your mouth. We were like, get that out of your mouth, man.
My God.
No, you remember they had obviously the weird controller, the third prong in the middle.
I know, where the fuck...
You like this pantomime I'm doing?
I know.
This is
you guys can't see it.
This is very pornographic.
With his hands.
So they had the joystick in the middle, if you remember correct.
Oh yeah,
you remember?
Yeah.
So Mario
like a Ninja
Party
Turtle's hand.
There were the mini games though that you had to spin the joystick very rapidly, and we always used the palm of our hand and spun like hell, and so we all had blisters on the middle of our hands from a video game.
Yeah, and there was like chalk shit that would come out of those too. Remember?
No, that was just us burning that stick off of the edges of the controller, man.
But you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
There's like always white debris, and you're like, God damn.
You're like, man, I'm Mario Party.
Yeah.
I'm Mario Partied like it's 1999.
That's funny. That was a weird controller. I haven't thought about that controller.
It was a weird controller, but it was the controller that gave us GoldenEye. And so Smash Brothers, Mario Party, and GoldenEye. If they have those three on that.
Yeah, but dude, like out of all those games, GoldenEye had to have sucked up everyone. Like Nintendo 64. Now those are the other games, Smash Bros. And shit, were great games. But I'm just saying, like GoldenEye,
it was all consuming.
Like everybody, everybody. It didn't matter what game you like or didn't like. You're like, GoldenEye, bro.
Yeah.
4 players. People are like, I'm in.
You're
dude.
on.
Yeah.
You got odd job with the proximity mines. Get out of here, son.
Oh yeah. All right, we went.
Okay, all right. Sorry about that. Okay, so just a couple more things. Xbox game streaming is coming. I guess PlayStation 4's already got game streaming.
What the hell is that?
Just like a subscription service. Not like Game Pass. Xbox has got the Game Pass now where you buy the subscription service and you can download a library of games. It's like a Netflix-style service wherein you can stream games from the cloud.
Oh, kind of like what
PlayStation's doing.
Yeah, but it came from that idea came from the not the Steam box, the Nvidia box.
The
Shield.
Did it?
Yeah, that was from the Shield. Okay.
Well, I mean, for me, an option like that wouldn't be great just because where I live, internet connection is not hot. So I wouldn't be interested in it. But I think it's pretty cool. I mean, and then the other two things, they're not even rumors. They're not speculation from anyone except inside my own dark corners of my brain. But do you think that there will be any... But do you think, sir?
I know. Is this going to be video game related, or is this?
It's very video game. This is a conspiracy. I know. So I'm going to talk about jet streams in the air. I'm going to talk about GMOs.
Chemtrails.
Yeah, the chemtrails. Obama and Trump were both reptile men from space.
The pizza place.
No. Okay. Watergate. What I want to know. Yeah, Watergate. Do you think that Xbox will announce some variation of the Xbox 2 or the PlayStation announce some variation of the PlayStation 5 or at least a timeline for their next console at this E3?
When Xbox One X was released when?
One X was released last fall. I'm of the my personal opinion as the One X is a stopgap. It's a money milker right there in the middle of the Xbox One and the Xbox 2 or whatever it's going to be called.
Yep.
To get a little more money out of the Xbox One owners before they start talking about the Xbox 2. So I feel like either this E3 or next E3. If they don't talk about it this E3, I'm buying an Xbox One X this fall. If they do, I'm waiting for the new one.
Yeah, I mean, to me, what I would say is the timing's too close for Microsoft. I think Microsoft, with the release of that, it's just too close. So
Microsoft out. What about PlayStation?
Yeah, Microsoft's completely out. PlayStation, I could see doing it because they know Microsoft is out.
Mm-hmm.
So not to say that they would do a full thing, but I think they'll do a splash commercial saying, "Hey guys, this is what the future looks like."
Yeah,
because they didn't respond to the Xbox One X.
They'll have a curtain. You don't know. So the Xbox One X is currently the most powerful console.
Right.
So there's no response yet. So you think they're going to take the curtain off of the PlayStation 5 or
for
the
sure,
PlayStation 4X?
Either that or they'll just do CGI rendering like what Microsoft has done, run through some specs and say we're going to be the best, F you. or this is what we're the way of the future kind of thing. And because Microsoft doesn't have to worry. They know that PlayStation's not ready yet.
Right.
They know that PlayStation more than likely will gear for a fall release, because you have to release the most of the time you want to release in the fall because holiday seasons.
Right.
You got to get the holiday money. And new tech during holiday season, whether it's a console or anything else, you're going to get more bang for your buck during that time. So that would be my speculation. I don't feel that Microsoft has any reason to do anything.
All right, I'm not going to let you look at my notes here. But if you had
what?
if you had what is the biggest thing you're excited to see or hear about from E3 this year? What's your big game or announcement that you're looking forward to?
Just going off, the most freshest thing to me,
like whether it's a rumor, a speculation, or just something you'd want to see.
Yeah, something I want to see. I want to see more Red Dead.
Red Dead. I'll play some for you. I guarantee it. Yep.
So I want to see some more Red Dead. I want to see. I do want to really see this freaking Fallout 76.
I'm really curious too.
That is like at the top. I'm interested to see Rage 2. I'm interested to see games that we haven't talked about. I enjoy this show. To be honest, I enjoy the show. Because I'll sit there and just veg out and watch, and I do like seeing shit. Like, wow, that looks cool. I didn't know it was coming out. I had no idea. So that's fun. The ones I know about, yeah. The top two would be right now. Watching that trailer today with you earlier, I'm like, holy shit. We know more's coming, so give me that more. Let's watch some more Red Dead.
Yeah, shit. We're hungry for it at this point.
Well, right. Because the rest is really speculation. Halo 6 would be really cool. I'd like to see that. I think that's another big one. What about you?
All right. So what this is not a rumor or speculation. This also came from my brain meat in the caverns there in my mind. But if EA and Respawn found it in their hearts.
Oh, I know where you're going. I know.
To release, tease, give us something that they are not done with and it is not dead. The Titanfall series. If I could see a Titanfall 3, just something at E3 this year, it would just make my year, man.
Oh, I'd be with you. And don't forget, E3 is launching the event. EA is launching the event.
Oh, EA's on the 9th.
Yes, they're the only one on the 9th. They're
the only card. So we'll know here in a week. We'll know here pretty dang soon that whether it is or not. I'd like it to be.
Well, that's where your Call of Duty is going to come out of. E3. So maybe and actually you might get what you want because they're dropping a Black Ops, so they can very easily drop a Titanfall.
Right.
Respawning.
Titanfall 2 got dicked over with its release date. They released it right in the middle of Battlefield 1 and the last Call of Duty.
What if? Because EA bought them. Let me throw this in you.
If you say put Titans in fucking Call of Duty.
What if you
No.
I know, but listen. What if we watch the trailer and it is Titanfall, but it's Black Ops?
It's Call of Duty Black Ops Fall.
Yeah, no, they don't. What if they totally disregard it and they're like, guys, we're introducing Titans and wall running. It's this new thing.
They had wall running in the last Call of Duty.
More Titan-esque wall running. What if they did that?
I don't know, because I love Titanfall, but I'm not a huge fan of the Call of Duty.
Just forget about Titanfall. That's their punchline. There was a game.
That's why they bought Respawn.
Right.
Was to just destroy Titanfall and
right.
Because it was competition, man. That's a good game.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so really quickly before we get out of here, I just want to talk a little bit about the expo itself. And so I'm not going to make it to any of the showcases this year, which I'm kind of bummed about. However, this did open my eyes to what the E3 Expo was or is that I didn't usually see on the TV. And that is, it's a bunch of booths, a bunch of vendors. I'm going to be able to get my hands on a bunch of different games. Hopefully there will be some VR stuff there that I can try. I'm excited to do that.
They said that there's booths. We'll talk about. Let's get off of the press conference for a minute, because this is kind of the prelude to you actually going to the actual event, right? what are a couple of things, not games necessarily, but what are a couple of things that you want or would like to do while you're at the actual event?
Well, we were looking at some of the things earlier, and there was that VR. Was it an escape room?
Yeah,
I think is what it was. I think that would be pretty dang cool.
That would be crazy.
I mean, it might be a little, maybe too immersive for me. I don't know. You see that Black Mirror episode?
Yeah.
You know, where the guy was like in the escape room and the thing implanted and stuff?
Yeah, that's like, yeah.
Yeah, I know it's not there yet. I know it's not there. Haptic body feedback suits or shit like that. That'd be cool. I definitely want to play a lot of games. I want to get my hands on Super Smash Brothers. I want to play that game. Red Dead Redemption. I'm going there almost exclusively for you. I mean, I'm taking a bullet on this one. It's gonna really, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna.
You're gonna live stream me.
You'll be like, hey, I really hate doing this. Hey, why are you making me do this? I hate it.
Right.
On the one hand, I'm bummed that I'm not going to see the showcases. But on the other hand, it has really opened my eyes to what this E3 Expo is. And so if there's anyone out there that's listening that is not an idiot like me, or is an idiot like me, I should say, that isn't making fun of me right now, if you're planning on going to one of these things, book early if you want to go to the showcases. And then if you just buy the ticket to the expo, well, then expect that's what you're going to get. You're not going to go see the showcases. You're going to go play games. You're going to go see the booths. You're going to look at the vendors.
Well, in the showcases, it is a press conference.
It is a press conference.
So you do have to get, I believe, it's limited to press passes. So.
And there's because I did see a Microsoft thing a few months ago, and there's a Microsoft say, hey, there's so many seats for press, but there's also these seats.
So they had extra seats.
So, you enter to be in a raffle or something because there's so many seats.
This is limited. They want it exclusively for all the YouTubers and for pretty much just YouTubers because it's bigger than anything else.
Yeah, they're the media moguls at this point.
Yeah, newspapers or whatever. I don't know if they're putting magazines, I guess. So
if there's anything that you guys want to see specifically at E3 and you happen to tune into this podcast, you can of course tweet us at CultureJacked and just tweet us with the hashtag hashtag E3Jacked, and we'll check out what you want to look for there at E3.
All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It's kind of our first of the
current culture.
The current culture. So that's it. Throw your headphones to the floor. You've had enough. Make sure to check us out on Twitter at CultureJacked. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button, guys. We appreciate you listening. And until next week.
Culture Jack. Tech, games, movies, and more. Here with Dustin and Anthonie. They just got done taking a pee. They're all empty and ready to go. Welcome to the Dustin and Anthonie Show on Culture Jack. You're about to get jacked. They're gonna jack you good this time, boys. Culture Jacked.